Alright, we're opening a public hearing for 2025-2026 budget and operational tax rate. Carryover balance 474,377.08. Property tax current 130,000. Tax, property tax delinquent 100. Administration fees 400. Special use permits 2,000. 20,000.
Actually, wrong line. Trailer park fees was
Trailer park fees we did 400.
yeah, sorry. Administration fees was the 20,000.
Oh, that's okay. Special use permits 300. Land division fees 500. Zoning permits 1,000. FMLA taxes $1,010 or 1,000. 110,000. And then FLA fees 250,000. Metro Act $425,800. Fire runs.
Wait a minute, then it says state shared revenue.
Oh, state shared revenue
Was 425.
is 425. Metro Act 6,000. Fire runs 8,000. Ordinance fines 250. Interest earned 1,500. Park donations 100. I changed this on the old one. It had park grants. Now it's I put it as park hall round, but that's still at 0.
Let's see. I don't know if you can do that. I think you just gotta make another line.
Because we haven't had park grants in over
I can't
7 years.
remember how many years. I think it's gotta be there 3 years or something.
It was over 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Miscellaneous fee revenue 500. And that will bring the grand total to $1,428,827.08.
So why have the grant revenue on there at all?
I
removed sheet and gave.
I gave another sheet.
No sheet. This is the one I picked up last night.
They're all right there. I gave everybody an extra copy.
This is what I picked up last night.
You know, when you someone like this, is this the same thing on the top, the change one word?
I know.
Cause I had all the paperwork right there with it.
Okay, long as time then. Okay.
And it changed the word to haul it.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to paying that sheet, but now it's the second page. Board of Trustees salary, 8,000. Administrative assistant wages, $33,000. Township board supplies, $3,500. Township dues, $3,000. Township board assess and tax administration, $2,000. Township board notices, $1,000. Housing for training, $1,000.
Says 1,500.
Oh, 1,500
And then it's got slash per, is that supposed to be diem?
per diem, yeah.
Okay.
Township seminars and workshops, $3,000. Supervisor salary, $20,520. Phone, $150. Oh, no, supplies, $150. Phones is $360. Deputies supervisor wages, $300. Election wages, $1,500.
15,000.
$15,000. Election supplies, $15,000. Election mileage, $500. Election notice, $1,000. Election repair maintenance, $2,000. Public or professional service audit, $7,000. Assessor's salary, $36,174. Assessor supplies, $1,500. Assessor's fuel allotment, $1,500.
I have a question about that. Okay, I thought we said at our previous budget meeting that because we have a township vehicle available, that was going away. That she could use the township vehicle with township gas, and the same for our zoning administrator. He was no longer going to get fuel allotment either. Which makes sense because the assessor had an increase in salary. And we have a car available that's not being used, you know. It is available to both of them.
But a lot of times, I know, like Deb and that, they would just go out on a day and start taking pictures and,
Right, but we discussed it at a previous meeting and that was agreed upon. But that's why we have the township vehicle and they're authorized to be using it.
what,
We want to discuss it again because we already agreed on it and now it's still in here that they get paid for fuel allotment. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it.
Are they both on the list as approved drivers?
Yes,
They've already gone through the paperwork,
yes,
and neither of them used the car.
right,
Why they go through the paperwork to be a driver?
exactly. So they can use that car and they should use that car. And Troy has used it several times, so, yeah.
right. Professional service attorneys, $15,000. Clerk salary, $22,238. Clerk supplies, $1,000. clerk phone, 3,600,
360.
360. Clerk, deputy clerk wages, 3,500. FOIA coordinator, 3,000. Order review salary, 1,800. Board review notices, 1,500. Board reviews workshops, 300. Treasurer's salary, 20,520. Treasurer's supplies, 3,000. Treasurer's mileage, 150. Treasurer's phone, 360. Deputy's salary, 3,500. Township hall property rental, 2,500. Township property supplies, 500. Township hall property utilities, 7,000. Township hall property maintenance repair, 10,000. Township hall mats and computer upgrades, 15,000. Township hall property equipment, 7,000. Future hall development, 50,000. Cemeteries, 300. Law enforcement contract, 200,000. Fire protection contract, 60,000. Fire protection rescue truck, 1,000. 100,000. Planning commission salary, 11,000. Planning commission ZBA supplies, 100. Planning commission master plan, 15,000. Planning commission ZBA mileage, 100. Planning commission and ZBA notices, 1,000. Zoning administrator salary, 14,400. Zoning administrator supplies, 7,750. Zoning administrator phone, 480.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay, all right.
ZBA, zoning administrator fuel allotment, 15,600. Or
15,
1,560.
right, which are we cutting that also? Because, again, it was agreed that they could use the township car and there would no longer be the fuel allowance.
Drain at large, 8,000. Road work specialist, 27,500. Road work regular, 100,000. Ambulance rep salary, $660. Ambulance service contract for 40,000. ZBA salary, 1,500. MFMLA expense, 200,000 and 320 cents. City park and rep salary, 1,200. Vassar Township Park and rep wages, 8,000. City park and rec, $1,650. Park, rec expenses, 50,000. Park utilities, 2,000. municipal maintenance wages, 12,000. Library rep, 400. Insurance bond, 30,000. Land division expenses, 500. Employee payroll expense, 18,500. Contingency fund, $156,904.78. Miscellaneous fund bonds, 500. Miscellaneous, refuge, refunds, property tax, 200. Garbage refuge, 40,000. Total expenses, $1,428,877.08.
That's $827.08. It says $1,428,827.08.
Oh, it's 27. 1,428,827.08.
There you go.
Alright, any public comment on the budget? I'll close the public.
You are removing the fuel allotment from the
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Go ahead then.
So we are removing the fuel allotment from the assessor and the zoning administrator?
Is there any reason we're leaving that there, if that's what's supposed to happen or not?
Right, because, am I right, Ben? Did
I
we
don't know,
have?
I'm asking.
Did we make a motion again?
I don't remember this motion, that's why.
I don't remember the motion.
Alright, do we need a motion then? Cause I can make a motion to, what I think needs to happen.
The only problem with that is it might not be proven at this meeting, this is not. You get what I mean then?
Yeah, it'd be July meeting.
Right,
Okay.
which means if you don't have a motion, this has to stay. For now.
Alright, we're closing the public meeting
I'm
at,
trying to think about,
Hold on,
Sarah's contract. We renewed her and gave her a raise, but what did the old contract say?
We don't
Did it
discuss
say?
it.
Yeah, assessor, Sharon. Did it state that she gets,
I don't know.
mileage? That's what we have to look at too, also.
I'll close the public meeting at,
I answered the question still, it's okay.
well, can it go down to the next one where it's the board discussing?
Oh, yes, gotcha.
I'm gonna close the public hearing at 10:19. We're open at 10:05. Alright. Now you guys wanna discuss the budget, the tax rate, the garbage.
Yes.
The tax rate is gonna be at 230. What we decided. $230.
That's the garbage.
That's the garbage. The tax rate, we said 1%, so.
I disagree. I believe this needs to be discussed further. I believe the millage should be at 1.3623. There's no reason for it not to be at that. That was requested last year and we still stayed with one. And it needs to be the 1.3623. I make a motion that it be that amount, 1.3623.
1 point what?
3623. That's on the recommendation from our assessor. That it should have happened last year and it did not, so there's no reason why it should not.
You write down your motion.
Sure. Motion by clerk. Millage levy. For 1.3623.
Do I have a second? Do we have a discussion?
I don't believe we should raise the taxes to people right now, and I think we made that argument at last meeting. The garbage was the main reason everybody wanted to do it, we're fixing the garbage, so.
The garbage is a separate issue then.
It was used as the argument as to why we needed to raise the taxes. Every single argument included the word garbage, and that is the reason for the amount.
Is there a reason why you in particular are against it?
I don't want to raise the taxes to the people, I don't see a reason for it. You balanced your budget and you included 40,000 in your budget to transfer to garbage when you don't even need to transfer 40,000 to garbage. If you fix garbage.
Correct.
So if you fix garbage and you still need 40,000 there, you're leaving the door open to raise the taxes again. Don't do it. That's my opinion.
That's right.
When you get to it, I will request roll call vote.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Well, the discussion was back then that we'd go in front of the voters to go 3 to 5% more. And I think that's not the right way to go either. But
You read back the motion when you get to it, please.
Motion by clerk to do the millage levy for 1.3623, and it was seconded by Cheryl.
any other discussion?
Did you want me to put in there also that it is recommended by our assessor that we do so? That we should have done so last year, and we did not last year.
It's your motion, you tell me.
It's your motion, but the problem is, we go on to a paragraph over time, but that wasn't part of your motion either time. That's why I asked.
Again, you are only one person, and you can object if you want to.
I'm going to object to you, read your motion back, you didn't say that, so.
Roll call.
Roll call. Bruce?
No.
John?
No.
Ben?
No.
Deb? Yes. Cheryl? No. Okay. Okay. I just want to make a point. Did you not read what was provided to you at a previous meeting about how the costs have increased tremendously on all of the bills that we pay? So you're totally ignoring all that paperwork that shows you how much everything is on.
I'm not. Alright,
I don't have that list in front of me. I mean, bread was on there, eggs were on there, we don't buy a whole lot of bread and eggs for the town.
So were all the bills
Garbage
that
was on
we
there.
paid then.
Garbage was on there, though, correct?
Garbage was
That
on
was the
there,
reason why we
but
were
there
taxed.
were also everything else that was on there.
What else? What was
For
important?
the fire, a bill to the city for the fire coverage.
And as many of the
For the
members have felt, if we think
ambulance
that's not
coverage.
enough, we should do a.
No, it is not enough.
alright. I need the resolution 08 2025 be read.
Resolution 08-2025, General Appropriations Act for 2025-2026. A resolution to establish a General Appropriations Act for Bassett Township to define the power and duties of Bassett Township officers in relation to the administration of the budget and to provide remedies for refusal or neglect to comply with the requirements of this resolution. The Board of Trustees of Bassett Township ordains Section 1 title. The resolution shall be known as Bassett Township General Appropriations Act for 2025-2026. Section 2, Chief Administrative Officer. The supervisor shall be the Chief Administrative Officer and shall perform the duties of the Chief Administrative Officer enumerated in this act. Section 3, Fiscal Officer. The clerk shall be the fiscal officer and shall perform the duties of the fiscal officer enumerated in this act. Section 4, hearing on the budget pursuant to MCLA 141.41. Notice of the public hearing on the proposed budget was held on June 28, 2025. Section 5, estimated revenues. Estimated township general fund revenues for fiscal year 2025-2026, including an allocated millage of 1 mil. Section 6, millage levy. The Bassett Township Board shall cause to be levied and collected the general property tax on all real and personal property within the township upon the current tax roll an amount equal to 1 mil as set forth by the Tax Allocation Board. Section 7, estimated expenditures. Estimated township general fund expenditures for fiscal year 2025-2026 for the various township activities are as follows. See attached. Section 8, adoption of budget by line item. The Board of Trustees of Bassett Township adopts the 2025-2026 fiscal year general fund budget by line item. Township officials responsible for the expenditures authorized in the budget may expand township funds up to, but not exceed, the total appropriation authorized for each line item. No transfers of line item appropriation shall be made without prior board approval by budget amendment. Section 9, appropriation not a mandate to send. Appropriations will be deemed maximum authorizations to incur expenditures. The fiscal officer shall exercise supervision and control to ensure that expenditures are within appropriations and shall not issue any township order for expenditures that exceed appropriations. Section 10, periodic fiscal reports. The fiscal officer shall transmit to the board at the first 3 quarters and at the end of each month occurring during the 4th quarter, a report of the financial operations, including but not limited to A summary statement of the actual financial condition of the general fund at the end of the previous month. B, a summary statement showing the receipts and expenditures and encumbrances for the previous month and for the current fiscal year to the end of the previous month. C, a detailed list of I, expected revenues by major source as estimated in the budget, actual receipts to date for the current fiscal year compared with actual receipts for the same period in the fiscal year, and any revisions in revenue estimates resulting from collection experience to date. Section 11, limit on obligation and payments. No obligation shall be incurred against, and no payment shall be made from any appropriation unless there is a sufficient unencumbered balance in the appropriation and sufficient funds are or will be available to meet the obligation. Section 12, budget monitoring. Whenever it appears to the chief administrative officer or the township board that the actual and probable revenues in any fund will be less than estimated revenues upon which appropriation, the chief administrative officer shall present to the township board recommendation to prevent expenditures from exceeding available revenues or appropriations for the current fiscal year. Such recommendations shall include proposals for reducing appropriations, increasing revenues, or both. Section 13, violations of this act. Any obligation incurred or payment authorized in violation of this resolution shall be void and shall subject any reasonable officials or employees to disciplinary action as outlined in Public Act 621 of 1978 and the Vassar Township Policies and Procedures Manual. Section 14, board adoption.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Bruce Fodor, seconded by Cheryl Kuzma to adopt the foregoing resolution. Upon roll call vote, the voted aye. Ben?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Bruce?
Yes.
Deb? No. And Cheryl?